jumping out in front of somebody. We do occasionally share the track with Thermal Club members, so we don't want to be careful as we pull out on the track here. And we'll stay to the right as we enter onto the track. The carousel, I want to get the car up to its limit as quickly as we can, and that's going to be right here at the entrance of the corner. So we want to be getting to the limit, about middle of the track. It's a good place to be. You don't want to be too wide, you don't want to be too narrow. We're going to use a little bit later apex. Now the red I actually find to be a little bit late. I apex maybe a car length or two before the red. Then I can let the car out a little bit. That keeps some load on the right side tires so that when I come up here and brake, I can quickly transition that load from the right to the left. And that helps me through this right-hander leading on from north to desert. All the way out. A little tick of the rumble strip there. Just let me know I'm using all the road. We're going a lot faster. You've seen that already going down this back straight. So really got to be aggressive on the brakes here. Get the car slowed down in a straight line. Trailing out of the brakes as we turn in down to the apex. Out in the middle of the track. Again, I got a lot of load on the left side tires. Brush of the brakes or a lift there to get the load transferred to the forward and then side to side, and exiting out, coming down the hill. Use all the road. On the brakes at the 2. Eyes are looking out the driver's side window, down to the red panel, exiting out to the red and white line, and then transition across. Here's another place, a little bit of a lift or a brush of the brakes to help that load transfer side to side. I like to use about 2/3 of the track coming out here. Then I brake diagonally down towards the arrow. Makes me a little bit slower at turn in, but I carry a lot more speed through the corner between the two hairpins that way. Alright, white car, use all the road coming out there, man. Sacrifice the first part of that chicane to get the second part right. Through the fast chicane here. Just want to be nice and stable on the throttle. We don't want to upset the car. My favorite corner coming up here. Coming out of the chicane, I got a lot of load on the right side tires. I keep that load there, down into the transitions. Brush the brake, transition the load over to the left, and with one constant steering input, I come out over that little arrow, all the way back around, and points me right into the S's. If you're making a lot of steering adjustments coming on through that corner there, you're not looking far enough ahead. So start planning out a little bit better. Alright, driver, spacing looks good. I'm going to start picking up the pace here. Some of them were bad, and I can't see that from up here, so I can't give you all the feedback. road at the apex, back out to the outside of the exit. Your brain is thinking so far ahead of you right now that you're starting to think about the next corner. You have to finish the corner you're on before you start the next one. Don't let your brain get ahead of you here. Be in the moment of where you're at. You're making decisions that are drastically important to the next couple seconds of your life. So make those good decisions about where you're at before you start worrying about what's coming down the road. I'm going to ease us off just a little bit down the front straightaway here so that I can get you following in my wheel tracks as we go through turn 1 here.